And I just wanted to talk you through this whiteboard resource that has been found by another staff member. It's really quick and easy to use and would be particularly useful if you already use like show me boards, or if you just want like a quick plenary where you can actually see the students interacting as you go. In order to use it, it's really simple. It's similar to kind of Kahoot, where you give them a code or a link and they join. So if I wanted to create a class, I would just click on new class. I don't need to log in or anything like that. And I want to name the class whatever it may be, so S3 Physics I'll put at this point. And there are a couple of settings that you can select before creating the room. You can enable a waiting room, so if you want to make sure that all pupils are in there and you want to take notes, or if you just want to admit them. I don't really bother with that because I'm going to put it directly into the Teams chat within a lesson. And it also says enable manual save mode, so it just means that they can save their work, but I don't bother clicking those at the moment. You would just click create new class and it creates a room. Now this room can be accessed with the URL, so you can just copy this. It actually says copy here, so that actually copies it for you. Or you can show the QR code, which they would just use their cameras to scan over and it just opens the link automatically. So either way would be perfect. Just to show you what this would look like from a pupil's point of view, I'm just going to paste in that link. So from a pupil's point of view, they would have to enter their name. So I may want to say that I am Miss Carlin and that I want to join the class. So from the pupil's point of view, you've got a few options. You can have a look at the teacher's whiteboard, and you have lots of tools in order to draw or to sketch something. This would be ideal if they were accessing it on their mobiles, but it's also equally as good if they're on a laptop or something. So I may want to, on my teacher whiteboards, type in the question here saying draw a force diagram for a rocket on launch, label the forces acting. So I may want to put the question there, just a wee reminder. I may want to give them a hint here as well, but that's what I'll put in just now, just to give them a little question. And then you can see from the pupil's point of view, it's also available. So draw a force diagram for a rocket on launch, label the forces acting. You could put this in a Teams meeting though as well, so you don't necessarily have to have the question there. You could have the question discussed in the Teams meeting. So if I was the pupil, I may want to draw a force diagram. So I might think, right, what am I doing in terms of my object? What do I need to do again? I might need to think about my forces acting upwards on the diagram. So that might be the engine thrust. So maybe label that. And then whatever other forces I want to add on there. But you can see from the teacher's point of view that I can see what is happening in real time. And you can see that for all of your classes once they add into the whiteboard. I may also, as time progresses, if I see anyone struggling, maybe give them a little hint. I could say to my pupil, hint, consider the engine force. Just consider the engine force we're fine just now, and then you could move that across. Oops, there we go. So consider the engine force, and again, close your whiteboard just to see what everyone's doing. Then as a pupil, I might need to consider the engine force, or whatever other forces. I could say consider whatever it is. I think this would be really useful just for a really quick starter or plenary, and in science we've definitely used it so far. Miss Young had come across this and has used it for drawing kind of mods and compounds and all that kind of stuff, and Mrs Gallagher's done the same thing, so I'm sure this will be really useful across different subjects.